Hey guys, what's happening? Niyat here with Film Comics Explained, and as requested, today we're diving back into Attack on Titan. Featured in the amazing series, the Armoured Titan is one of the 9 main titans. Currently in possession of Reiner Braun, the biological tank is covered in armoured plates of reinforced skin across its body. But his Titan isn't the only armoured variant we see in the manga. All Armoured Titans come in different shapes and sizes and have their own unique armour, from the Thing, Rugby Player, Helmet, Transformer, to the Spartan Armoured Titan. In this video, we're going to be focusing on Reiner's Titan, as it's the one we see consistently throughout. But it should be noted that despite the differences, it's safe to assume that most, if not all of them, have at least some degree of protection against physical and energy attacks. Like its 9 brothers and sisters, the Armoured Titan was brought into the world by the Founding Titan. I already made a video 2 weeks ago going over the Founding Titan and its relationship to Ymir Fritz that I'll be leaving a link to in the description. But for those new to the channel, the Founding Titan essentially granted its user the ability to control pure Titans and make them follow virtually any order. It was used by Karl Fritz to build walls composed of colossal Titans that would wreak havoc on the world in the end.
エルディア国民を島に移し、安息を脅かせば降伏すると言い残しました。駆逐してやる。
In the 1700 years following the death of Ymir, the Armoured Titan was held in possession by many of the warring Eldian houses. When Karl Fritz abandoned the conflicts of Eldia and relocated to Paradise Island, the Armoured Titan was taken by the nation of Mali during the Great Titan War. When the majority of Eldians fled to Paradise Island, those trapped by the people of Mali awaited their fate. Rather than exterminating them, Mali were believed to have offered them mercy by forcing Eldians to live in designated internment zones instead.
外に出るときは腕章を忘れるなって言ってるだろう。グリシャ、壁の外には絶対に出るんじゃないよ。
This, of course, was not mercy. Rather, Mali was simply ensuring they had a supply of Eldians that could inherit the power of the Founding Titan and steal it away from Paradise Island.
俺には正気とは思えん。
そうか。たった今、その子供たちが国を一つ潰してみせたじゃない。
In the year 830, Mali announced the Mali Warrior Program. Eldians would offer their children to become one of the many Titans that Mali acquired. In return, the warrior and their family would receive honorary citizenship.
戦士候補生ファレコ・グライスは
では9つの巨人を継承する名誉を何と心得る。
名誉マーレ人として栄誉と誇りを授かり。
Reiner Braun grew up in Liberia's internment zone as the illegitimate son of an Eldian mother and a Malayan father. In the year 843, he was chosen to inherit the power of the Armoured Titan. Braun became the Eldian vice chief of the warriors and the main protagonist of Attack on Titan from the Malayan perspective.
ライナー、君は兵士じゃないだろう。僕らは戦士なんだから。ああ、そうだったな。
The warriors then departed to capture the Founding Titan, kickstarting a new war that would change the planet forever.
その任務とは
始祖奪還し、世界を救うことだ。
そうか、世界を救うためだったら。
違うんだエレン。俺は英雄になりたかった。誰かに尊敬されたかった。
Reiner Braun's Armoured Titan stands at 15 meters and slightly resembles his human form. The defining feature of the Armoured Titan is the all-encompassing layer of plated, armor-like segments of hardened skin protecting the Titan body. The armor protects the Titan from significant damage. A cannon hit to the scales doesn't leave a scratch, and ultra-hard steel blades designed to kill Titans almost immediately shatter upon touching its skin. Similar to the female Titan, the Armoured Titan utilizes crystal-like hardening of skin and muscle to create a biological tank. Interestingly, this hardening of skin extended to the claws on its hands and feet, enabling it to scale walls with ease. The armor can also be used defensively to deal devastating impact damage on structures, as well as other titans. It does have some limitations though. It is still vulnerable to high-powered weapons, like the Mid-East Allied Forces anti-Titan artillery. But I think the primary disadvantage of the Armored Titan's skin is the decreased speed and flexibility that comes with it. As a result of the massive weight of each plate and the restrained movement that comes with being a unit, the Armored Titan cannot move at high speeds. However, this can be circumnavigated if the user sheds armor plates, especially those behind the knees, increasing movement capability and speed. While each of the Titans are formidable in their own right, as Eren showed, the fortitude and will of its user had a great impact on performance. Reiner is no exception. As one of the top 10 graduates of the 104th Cadet Corps, Reiner is highly proficient in the use of omnidirectional mobility gear and ultra-hard steel blades. He is also one of the best hand-to-hand fighters among the recruits, having also trained other fighters such as Eren. This skill is transferred over to his Titan form. In his massive Armored Titan, Reiner was able to break the inner gate of all Maria with furious intention. Retaining his human intelligence, he was able to apply his combat skill in conjunction with his unstoppable form to fight other Titans. Like other Titans and human shifters, he can heal any wounds sustained and even regenerate entire limbs. This also applied to his human form. After breaking his arm in a scuffle against a Titan, it was almost fully healed when he rejoined the scout regiment on top of Wall Rose. Reiner also lost the bottom part of his forearm when it was sliced off by Mikasa, and was then seen with a complete limb in the Titan forest a couple of hours later. It goes without saying then that he possesses absolute control over his regenerative ability. Not only can he will the regeneration, but he could also stop his body from healing when he needed to keep his cover.
戦士として最後まで責任を果たすことだ。
Reiner was the only Titan shifter that could do this until Eren displayed a similar power during his infiltration of Mali many years later. The armor hardening lends the body increased durability and strength, as demonstrated during the massacre in the Shigansena district. He razed entire buildings around him in the destructive blast of energy led off by his demolition of all Maria. He then used his unique hardened skin to supplement his physical blows to godly levels. Using his experience, he threw Eren's Titan form around like a ragdoll and overpowered him with hits strong enough to blow part of his head off. As I mentioned earlier, his fully armored form makes him slower, but Reiner has shown that he can shed armor on joints, boosting his overall speed. This tactic was used successfully during his fights against Eren, and was essentially the means through which he was able to generate enough force to break through the wall. What was frightening about his first appearance was that the strategies developed to handle the Titans barely had any effect on him. Even a direct collision from a colossal Titan falling from above that incapacitated Eren's Titan form didn't scratch him. The Armored Titan generates so much energy that Reiner seemed to overheat. The best example of this was the fire breath expelled from his mouth after destroying the gate. As his Titan hardening solidified most of his skin, the excess heat and vapor must be vented, or the Titan will play itself and collapse.
生きてる。これは君がここまで追い詰められるなんてな、ライナー。
Another worrying thing about Reiner was that he prevented his certain death on multiple occasions by using the unique power of brain function transfer. With this, he could survive a direct strike to his spinal cord by simply relocating his brain to another part of the body. He maintained control over his Titan form after his brain was destroyed by a Thunder Spear, and even regenerated his head. However, this ability is incredibly dangerous and is only used as a last resort due to the inherent risk of brain damage. This proved to be the case when Reiner regained consciousness after regenerating his head. It created psychological issues resembling dissociative identity disorder, producing behavior changes and lapses in memory that would plague him throughout the series.
おいなんでマルコが食われてる
With that said, that's all for today, folks. Thanks to everyone who requested we explore Reiner's Armoured Titan. If there's anything else you'd like me to cover, please don't hesitate to ask. As always, it's been a pleasure. Niyat here with Film Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by.
お前の負けだこれ以上でいい以上苦しまなくていい